A desert oasis? More like a desert oasis of history. When you think of Libya, what comes to mind? Is it the endless stretches of golden sand dunes, the scorching sun, or perhaps the occasional mirage shimmering on the horizon? Well, there's so much more to this North African gem than meets the eye. Libya. Just saying the name conjures up images of vast deserts, ancient ruins, and maybe a camel or two, but delve a little deeper and you'll find a country brimming with a rich tapestry of history and culture. From the ancient Greeks and Romans to the Ottomans and beyond, Libya has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. But this North African nation is so much more than just sand and sun. Picture bustling markets where the air is thick with the scent of exotic spices, and the vibrant colors of traditional textiles catch your eye at every turn. Imagine a coastline that stretches for miles, where the azure waters of the Mediterranean kiss the golden shores. It's a land with a history as rich and layered as its famous baklava, and trust me, that's saying something. Each bite of this delectable dessert reveals a new layer, much like the history of Libya itself. From the Phoenicians to the Berbers, each culture has added its own unique flavor to the mix. Located at the crossroads of the Mediterranean and the Sahara Desert, Libya has always been a cultural and economic hub. Its strategic location made it a coveted prize for empires throughout history. Imagine caravans laden with goods traversing the vast Sahara, bringing treasures from distant lands to the bustling ports of the Mediterranean. It's been ruled by everyone from the Romans to the Ottomans, each leaving their mark on this fascinating country. The Romans with their grand architecture and engineering marvels, the Ottomans with their intricate designs and cultural influences. Each era has left behind a legacy that can still be seen today in the ruins and relics scattered across the landscape. Think of it like this. If history was a giant apartment building, Libya would be that apartment with the constantly rotating cast of roommates. Each new tenant brings their own style, their own quirks, and their own stories, adding to the rich tapestry of the place. Some were messier than others, let's just say that. Wars, invasions, and conflicts have left their scars, but they've also added depth and character. The ruins tell tales of glory and downfall, of prosperity and hardship. But each one left their mark, adding to the unique character of the place. The inscriptions on ancient stones, the blend of architectural styles, all speak of a land that has seen it all and endured. So buckle up, history buffs, because we're about to take a wild ride through the sands of time. From the ancient ruins of Leptis Magna to the bustling markets of Tripoli, from the serene oases of the Sahara to the stunning Mediterranean coastline, Libya is a treasure trove waiting to be explored. Get ready to uncover the secrets of a land where history and culture intertwine in the most fascinating ways. The OG Libyans, Berbers and Beaches. Libya, a land of stunning contrasts where the golden sands of the Sahara meet the azure waters of the Mediterranean. This is a place where ancient history and natural beauty intertwine seamlessly. Long before the Romans decided togas were a good look, Libya was home to the indigenous Berber tribes. These tribes have a history that stretches back thousands of years, long before the rise and fall of empires that would later come to dominate the region. These nomadic people were tough cookies, adapting to the harsh desert environment like it was a day at the beach, which, considering Libya's coastline, it sometimes was. They roamed the vast expanses of the Sahara, their lives intricately linked to the rhythms of the desert and the sea. The Berbers were known for their fierce independence and unique culture. Their traditions, language, and way of life have been passed down through generations, surviving the test of time and the influence of various conquerors. They were also skilled traders, connecting the Mediterranean world with sub-Saharan Africa. Their trade routes crisscrossed the desert, bringing goods, ideas, and cultures together in a vibrant exchange. Think of them as the original middlemen, only way cooler and with better carpets. Their marketplaces were bustling hubs of activity, where you could find everything from spices to textiles, all traded with a flair that was uniquely Berber. Then came the Phoenicians, those seafaring entrepreneurs from the eastern Mediterranean. They were drawn to Libya's strategic location and its potential for trade and expansion. They saw Libya's coastline and thought, prime real estate. The Phoenicians established colonies and trading posts along the coast, laying the groundwork for what would become some of the most influential cities in the ancient world. They established trading posts like Carthage, which later became a major power in its own right. Carthage would go on to challenge Rome itself, becoming a symbol of Phoenician ingenuity and ambition. Sorry, Rome, you weren't always top dog. The influence of the Phoenicians and their Carthaginian descendants left an indelible mark on the region, one that even the mighty Romans had to contend with. This period laid the foundation for Libya's diverse heritage. The blending of Berber, Phoenician, and later Roman influences created a rich tapestry of cultures that is still evident today. It's a bit like the country's DNA, a mix of Berber grit, Phoenician business savvy, and a whole lot of Mediterranean sunshine. This unique blend has given Libya a cultural depth and historical significance that continues to fascinate and inspire. Romans, Byzantines, and baths, oh my! Like a friend who always overstays their welcome, the Romans eventually muscled their way into Libya, incorporating it into their ever-expanding empire. They were relentless in their pursuit of new territories, and Libya was no exception. The Romans saw the strategic and economic potential of this North African region and wasted no time in making it their own. They brought their love of order, infrastructure, and of course, gladiatorial combat. Roads, aqueducts, and amphitheaters sprang up, transforming the landscape. The Romans were master builders, and their architectural prowess left an indelible mark on Libya. Gladiatorial games became a popular form of entertainment, drawing crowds from all over. Under Roman rule, Libya prospered, becoming a major breadbasket for the empire. The fertile lands of Libya were perfect for growing grains and other crops, which were then exported to feed the ever-hungry Roman populace. Trade routes were established, connecting Libya to other parts of the empire and beyond. Those togas don't pay for themselves, you know. The wealth generated from agriculture and trade helped fund the luxurious lifestyles of Roman citizens. Togas, the quintessential Roman garment, became a symbol of status and wealth. Cities like Leptis Magna flourished, boasting impressive architecture and amenities. Leptis Magna, in particular, became one of the most prominent cities in the Roman Empire, with grand buildings, bustling markets, and vibrant public spaces. We're talking public baths, amphitheaters, the works. The Romans were known for their public baths, which were not just places for bathing but also socializing and conducting business. Amphitheaters hosted a variety of events, from gladiatorial games to theatrical performances. Even their ruins are still pretty impressive. The remnants of Roman architecture in Libya stand as a testament to their engineering skills and artistic vision. These ruins continue to attract tourists and historians alike, eager to glimpse the grandeur of the past. But all good things must come to an end, and the Roman Empire eventually went the way of the dodo. The decline of the Roman Empire was a slow and complex process marked by internal strife, economic troubles, and external pressures. As the empire weakened, its hold on distant territories like Libya loosened. Enter the Byzantine Empire, the eastern half of the Roman Empire that just couldn't let go. When the Western Roman Empire fell, the Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive. They inherited many of the Roman territories, including Libya. They ruled over Libya for a few centuries, but their grip wasn't as strong. The Byzantines maintained control over Libya, but their influence was not as pervasive as that of the Romans. They faced constant challenges from local tribes and external invaders. Think of it as the Roman Empire's less cool younger brother. The Byzantine Empire tried to emulate the grandeur of Rome, but it never quite reached the same heights. Nevertheless, their presence in Libya left its own unique mark on the region's history and culture. Here come the Arabs. In the 7th century AD, a new force swept across North Africa, the Arabs, fueled by the rise of Islam. They conquered Libya, bringing with them their language, religion, and love of falafel. Okay, maybe I made that last one up, but it's delicious, so just go with it. The Arab conquest was a turning point in Libyan history. Islam spread rapidly, becoming the dominant religion and shaping the country's culture and identity. Arabic became the official language, although Berber languages and traditions persisted. This period saw the rise of important Islamic centers of learning in Libya, making it a hub for scholarship and trade. It was like the Silicon Valley of its time, only with fewer smartphones and more camels.